everyone, welcome to Business Today Television. I'm Karishma Sadani and here in Bengaluru at the Amazon office. Joining me today is Abhinav Singh, Vice President, Amazon India Operations. Abhinav, thank you for joining us on this chat. How have you been doing?
Doing great. Thank you so much for coming here.
Thank you. Abhinav, to start off with, and I think has to be first, congratulations for the decade year of operations. Tell us, how has the last 10 years been like and what is the growth path in the upcoming years?
Exciting. It's been an amazing 10 years here in India, both for me personally, having been part of that journey from the first package to the millions of packages and customers that we serve today. We started with one single fulfillment center in Bombay with a few hundred sellers. And today we have 43 million cubic feet of storage, lakhs of sellers. We have a very vast network of I Have Space delivery stores, 28,000 small businesses who work with us. Our DSP program, thriving program with hundreds of partners. Our trucking program, which also has hundreds of small entrepreneurs who are now part of the trucking ecosystem. Millions of customers across the length and breadth of the country. We serve every single postcode from the Havelock Islands to the high rises of Mumbai. It's been super exciting.
Havelock Islands? Really?
Oh,
Across
yes.
Andamans?
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
So we use all sorts of modes of transportation where it makes sense. So we have a very significant and strong partnership with Indian Railways. We have 2 aircraft of our own, 737-800s as part of the Amazon Air program. We use shipping. We use obviously all the belly capacity in the passenger airliners. We use our own trucking network. So yes, whatever it takes to get to customers wherever they are, we do our best.
That's good to know, Abhinav. Also, the festive season is fast approaching. It's Diwali in a month now. Tell us, what are the upcoming trends?
It's a celebration. And for us, it's a celebration of customers and sellers. I've been here 11 years. And each year, the excitement just grows. We are so excited to serve the millions of customers who have placed their trust on us. A Nielsen study has recently been published, which talks about the growing trend of e-commerce in India. 8 out of 10 customers, and this study was across thousands of people in 35 plus cities in India, so a very meaningful sample size. 80% plus people are looking to shop online. And a large majority, almost 70%, trust Amazon. They trust the selection that we offer. We are really humbled by this kind of trust that customers have on us. And we want to make sure that this year, like every other year, the event is meaningful. It gives people the discounts that they have come to expect from us, the financing schemes that they've come to expect from us, the fast deliveries, the reliable service. So all our preparation is gearing up just for that.
Great. You did talk about discounts. So my next question is on the incentives and, of course, the kind of offers that could be expected. Something that's going to stand out this year?
We'll, let you and everyone else know really soon. But what I can tell you is Prime customers are going to be able to access the deals faster than anyone else. They'll have early access. You were in the fulfillment center earlier today. You would have seen the excitement on the faces of people and associates who are really charged up and getting ready and trained to be able to deliver a very meaningful event for us. So yeah, we are all excited, ready to go, and we'll reveal the deal soon.
Great. Reveal the deal soon. That's the word coming in. But like you did mention about fulfillment center, and for our viewers, of course, the visual sense will talk about it. But let me get this from you. It's an army of Amazon team that's working right there. Tell me what exactly happens once a consumer clicks the buy button, the kind of processes that go on.
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. When you click buy, the first thing that happens is we figure out which is the best place to fulfill your order from, right? Mm-hmm. Right now you're staying in Delhi, and if you're a Prime customer, which I hope you are, you would then be expecting the delivery of that package the same day or the very next day. So we will try and make sure it gets fulfilled from a customer fulfillment center very close to you in Delhi or on the outskirts of Delhi. That decision is happening real time. So before you get to the promise page, there is an inventory check being done to decide where to put the order. Once you have decided to buy, there is an order drop, we call it, but basically an electronic signal goes to the fulfillment center and onto people's devices so that they can go and pick your order. From there, it goes to the packing station. On the packing station, we use machine learning algorithms to determine what is the right box size to send the stuff to you in. If you've ordered two things, which is the best box to fit those two things in and yet not send you a box which is big and harmful for the environment. By the way, a quick segue, you would have noticed that all the packages coming from our fulfillment center are 100% paper. We eliminated single-use plastic two years ago, and recently we have moved all our packaging to paper packaging. Once that happens and the packing is done, again, systems are called real-time to figure out that the original plan that we generated, does it still hold or has something changed? And we then decide to ship it based on the speed where it is getting fulfilled from. The transportation mode is decided. It could either come by truck, it could come by air, it could come by train, depending on the speed, the origin and the destination of the customer. And then it goes to what we call a sortation center. A sortation center is a building where packages from all over the country come in, and they're in 19 states across the country, 2.5 million square feet of ground coverage. And from there, they go to last mile delivery stations. And from the last mile delivery stations, the journey home is either through what we call I Have Space stores, which is basically 28,000 Kirana stores across the length and breadth of the country who are partnering with us to deliver for us. It could be through our Amazon Flex program, where entrepreneurs partner with us as independent contractors. It could be through our DSP program, where drivers through our delivery service partner providers work with us to deliver packages for you. And these packages come to you, there's a very large chance that they will come 100% carbon free on electric vehicles. We have a very large number of electric vehicles in our fleet. We have made a commitment to get to 10,000 electric vehicles by 2025, and we are well on our way to meeting that commitment.
Wow, you did talk a lot about the green initiatives. You did mention about paper and also of the use of EVs. But tell me one thing, in terms of the transportation and logistics factor, now that the festive season is around the corner, how do you ensure that there is seamless and accessible delivery maintained in terms of the orders? Because they come huge in number. And I'm not sure, but if you want to give an example of, how many number of orders come in a day.
So I won't be able to quote a number, but there are millions. And to be
across India.
Across India. And to be able to manage the millions of orders across India, one of the key things is being able to prepare the supply chain for that kind of spike in orders. Mm-hmm. So we build capacity. There is hiring going on across the length and breadth of country. Mm-hmm. Tens of thousands of people are joining the ecosystem as we speak today. They are being trained. A lot of focus goes on safety training to make sure that when they come in, they are operating in the safest possible manner. We work with our partners for them to scale up capacities, whether it is in terms of associates that they need to hire or vehicles that they need to hire. So a lot of scale-ups happening right now. When the peak happens and when you have the event days, that's where we are aided a lot by our technologies. I spoke to you about the machine learning algorithms, and technology permeates every aspect of our transportation network, whether it is to determine what to ship and how to ship it to customers, whether it is to determine which is the best way in which to allocate the volume from a last mile perspective, whether it is how to route shipments. Even from a customer interacting with our website, there is a lot of technology that goes into making sure that the addresses that are there on the website are well structured and we're able to best serve you. So in a nutshell, it's a combination of building the right capacity, making sure that you have the right people who are trained and safe, and having the right technology systems which scale to be able to deliver the millions of packages.
Great. You did talk about technology, and that definitely brings me to the question. AI has been a buzzword. Tell me what have you been doing in terms of further, digital innovation techniques that Amazon India could be focusing on in the next decade to come? We also had the G20 summit recently, where government has been so big in terms of uplifting the whole digital technology center for our country.
Right. So, like I said, technology is, it not only permeates every aspect, it's the backbone on which we have built our operations network. Earlier in the fulfillment center, you would have seen our picking technology, which aids pickers to be able to pick a package, pick an item, and make sure that they validate that it's the right item that's going to the customer. Then you have the packing systems, which determine the right box suit to be used. You have the transportation systems, which decide what is the best mode of transport and carriage. You have execution systems, whether it is on the road to help the driver navigate to the customer's homes, or it is to be able to exchange an old phone for new and give commensurate value at the doorstep of the customer. So there is technology in every aspect of our operations, and we leverage machine learning and AI a lot. Just to give you a very small example, when we inbound something, when we take something in from vendors to be able to ship it to customers, it goes through a process which we call QB scan, which basically dimensions that item, and we dimension it only once. And then that goes into our database, and every time we want to call that information back anywhere in the entire country, or in fact entire world, we're able to access that information and then use that to determine the box sizing and the shipment profile and things like that. You spoke about what we're doing from the larger technology space. Just recently, as part of Amazon Sambhav, which was our flagship event for small and medium businesses, it was a celebration for sellers, which we just concluded recently in Delhi. We spoke about the launch of Sahai, which is an AI tool to enable sellers to list faster and make their lives that much more easier and convenient when interacting with Amazon. So yeah, every aspect of Amazon is powered by technology, a lot of it machine learning, a lot of it AI, and where possible, we are extending the reach of this technology to small and medium businesses.
Great. As we come to the end of this interview, I'd also like to know from you, how do you maintain an edge over the existing competition in the market?
We genuinely believe at Amazon that we are customer obsessed. We are aware of what the competition is doing, because we are acutely aware that customers will shop with us only up until such time as what we offer them is better than what they can get at an alternative place. But we are driven by what we can do for customers, and not so much as what we are doing is relative to a competitor. We are very sure that we are here in India to build a long-term business and do something meaningful. To give you examples, we've worked very hard over the last 4 to 5 years in building meaningful partnerships with the Indian Railways. We are the first e-commerce company to partner with them in 2019 to enable parcel carriage in trains. We are also the first e-commerce company that's partnering with them as part of the dedicated freight corridor program. We have a very long-lasting relationship with India Post, where we have worked with them over the last 10 years to deliver packages to every single postcode in the country, and we have partnered with them recently to export packages. We've also invested where it made sense. We are the only e-commerce company in India which has a dedicated freight airline capacity, which no other e-commerce company has. So I would say it's a combination of investment for the long term in India and meaningful partnerships with public-private enterprises, and really focusing on empowering the small and medium businesses so that they grow and develop as e-commerce as a sector grows in India. So those would be the 3 big things that we focus on, but very honestly, not backwards of competition, backwards only of what we can offer to customers like you.
Great. Also tell me a bit about the expansion plans across India. Do you have any further centers in the offing?
So over the last 10 years, like I said, it's been a constant journey of expansion. We have built fulfillment centers in 15 states. We have built sort centers in 19 states. We have over 2,000 delivery stations, a lot of them operated by us, a lot of them operated by our partners. We have 28,000 Kirana stores. And where it makes sense, we are partnering with our partners in the private space, but also in the public space with the government, like the Indian Railways, the Indian Postal Service. And from an investment perspective, where it makes sense, we've invested even in assets like the 2 aircraft, which I spoke to you about, which we launched earlier this year. So yeah, significant investment, which is an ongoing thing for us here at Amazon to be able to make sure that we're able to serve customers, not just for this one event, but for years to come.
For years to come, right. One last question, and this has to be fun one for our viewers. Abhinav, tell me, and I'm sure you have all these insights, what do Indians order the most? You know, and does it differ with the festive season?
It changes. It changes all the time. And depending on the season, where you're ordering from and things like that, it sometimes is Amazon devices, whether it's Echo or any of those devices. Sometimes it's, depending on the festive season, a lot of it is about, clothes that people want to order to be able to get ready for parties and, their own festivals at home. It's puja items. If you're in West Bengal, you're getting ready for Durga Puja, so there is a Durga Puja store. Amazon's all about being able to get you millions of products which suit your very need as you, the individual. And everyone interacts with, their own apni dukaan the way they want to interact with it. So yeah, it's about what makes sense for you and how we can serve you best.
Great. Thank you so much, Abhinav, for joining us on this chat on the India Today group. And we wish you good luck. And I'm sure it's going to get very busy for you with the festive season.
Good busy. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.